Andrew, how important is it to, give back and getting to know the younger guys who are coming up from high school to college? Because, there are a lot of older guys in basketball. The new guys don't care about them. But yourself, you've been in the game for a long time. So how important is it, get to know the new guys who are going to be U of A players pretty soon?
For me, it's humongous. I always want the current players to know that they are supported. When I was young and when I joined the U of A Golden Bears, I always felt like the older Golden Bears, the alumni, supported me in any way that I needed, whether it was academics or training or lifting weights. I always felt that they supported me. So now that I'm 33 years old now, about 8 years removed from playing for the Bears, I love that I could serve that role the same way that my Golden Bears big brothers did.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Look at the U of A program throughout the years, throughout the decades. It's still been one of the top programs in Canada. How cool is it to see, basketball in Canada and in Edmonton still be strong, especially here at the level of the CIS, Andrew?
Yeah, like CIS is, and when I just had this conversation with Coach Barnaby, like we were talking about how Carleton, the Ravens, they just beat Wichita State by like 20 points or something like that.
You beat them down.
And that's a Canadian team. And now we got a lot of kids in the city who will say, I got to go to the United States in order to be successful. In some cases, I'll say yes. But in other cases, you should never look down on these Canadian programs because they're providing you with an education, number one. And number two, they're providing you with elite level competition that you won't be able to really get at some of these open runs that you may do in the meantime instead of committing to a school. So, I love the competitiveness of the CIS. I'm a big, strong supporter of it, as well as the Golden Bears. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for that league.
Of course. Do you foresee a day where a kid will say, he has offers to go to, say, Duke, North Carolina, Gonzaga, and he says, no, I'll play at Carleton or the U of A instead, get to the NBA. Can you see it happening one day very soon?
That would be something I would hope could happen. Let's not get it twisted. Duke and North Carolina, incredible.
Oh, of course.
Incredible programs.
No, great programs.
But, who knows? Maybe Carleton or something will enter the NCAA. You never know. Like Simon Fraser was in, I think it was the NAIA back in the day.
They were for a very long time.
Right? So, why not another Canadian team?
Exactly.
Or maybe we just stay in the CIS and make all these Canadian kids who are hoping to go to JUCO or hoping to go to prep school and it didn't work out, whatever. Maybe they just stop that process altogether and just go to Canadian schools and we'll see what happens. I swear, I'm telling you right now, man, we got so many good Canadian kids, bro. I'm telling you, man. Don't sleep on them, y'all. Do not sleep on those kids.
No, and being in Ontario, like I am so often, watching these kids play Oakville, Orangeville Prep, Oakville, the BioSteel game in Toronto. Yeah. The talent here is unreal now, Andrew, especially at the high school level in this country.
Well, Ontario's been a leader in that way, in many ways. British Columbia as well, and then Montreal. Now we're starting to see some Calgary kids, and we were just at the court there at U of A, and we saw the brother Ahir Uguak, who went to Harry Ainley, and now he's playing, I think it's New Mexico State or New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah.
And I'm just proud. I'm proud of the young fellas. I really want to see the game develop, and I really want to see the players learn the game the right way. That's really big for me.
And of course, and for years and years, guys who had turned pro, they were the lankier centers. You're now seeing wings being developed here in Canada, the power forwards. The game is growing. It's not just big centers coming out of Canada now. It's point guards, forwards. I love seeing that now. National programs.
Yeah, I really like Jamal Murray's game. That was my man Yi Jin right there. You didn't even see him. He was walking down the street. I was gonna hail him up, but we're doing an interview. Yeah. Man, you gotta show them, man. I'm too nostalgic. Show them U of A, fam. Show them everything. Like, you gotta show them this, man. Like, y'all need to see that this was my stomping grounds for a while, like being a North Edmonton kid and then coming to South. I didn't know anything about South Edmonton until I went to U of A as a Northside kid. That is 100% real talk. I knew nothing about South Edmonton until I went to U of A. Until my brother went to U of A. And even then, all I knew was U of A. I didn't know about no Riverbend. I didn't know about any of that stuff. So
it was a whole new world for you.
It literally was. I didn't know. When people would say White Avenue, I got scared because I didn't know if they was like saying, only white folks are allowed to go there. I'm serious. I'm not playing. I'm not being racist. None of that crap.
That is
I'm
funny.
dead serious.
And I grew up almost near here because my parents had a clothing store down here
called
Colorblind.